Thanks for staying with us. Before I move to Miriam, it's not 67,000 able-bodied soldiers. It's policemen, not soldiers. So we are very clear on that. Go ahead.
So our borders are safe. So we have the Executive Secretary of NETI, that's the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. They had hosted a conference, and Mr. Ogbonnaya Orji, during that presentation, has said that oil theft is an emergency right now in our country, and it has posed serious threats to oil exploration, exploitation, with huge negative consequences on economic growth, business prospects, and profit earnings by oil companies. Data was also provided by NETI showing that in the last 5 years, that's from 2017 to 2021, Nigeria recorded 7,143 cases of pipeline breakages and deliberate vandalism, resulting in crude theft and product losses of over 208 million barrels. That's valued at $12.74 million, which is over 4 trillion naira. Trillion. NETI also reports that during the same period, Nigeria has spent over 471 billion to either repair or maintain pipelines. The sector, he also says that some of the, the impact, the economic impact of that industry is that it has accounted for 72.26% of Nigeria's total exports and government's foreign exchange, 40.55% of government's revenue, and provided over 19,000 jobs. And yet, because of this theft and vandalism, the people or the companies involved in this industry are yet to derive optimal benefits from oil and gas resources. So this is a serious emergency for our country, and everything that needs to be done to, turn this around is what they are advocating.
Let me take a minute for this story. So, are we moved to? Okay, that was Punch, right?
Yes.
Moving on to Vanguard. Presidency, APC attack Obi over stance on Supreme Court's verdict. NNPC are working with NETI, others to reconcile the 2021 reports. U.S. advisory can create panic and affect economy, says federal government. Bandits, Boko Haram, killed 29 in Katsina and Borno. Nollywood actor Mr. Ibu leg amputated. Matawale didn't seek patronage of bandits, says media aid. Judge restates order of unconditional release of ex-CBN Governor Emefiele. Let me start with Emefiele. So an Abuja High Court, sitting in Maitama yesterday, restated its order that directed the EFCC to release the detained governor of the CBN, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, unconditionally. You either release him or produce him in court to be granted bail. However, the EFCC flouted the orders because his lawyer, Emefiele's lawyer, came to the court and said that you're giving these guys this order and they have flouted it. He's been in custody for 140-something days. But the EFCC's lawyer was saying that no, he has only been there for 100 days. Same thing, same difference. Wow. But the issue is, why is EFCC flouting the court's order? So they're saying they've acknowledged that they received it, and they explained that they said that we're not insinuating that it was deliberate. It may be inadvertent on the part of the counsel for the applicant. Okay, I'm reading the wrong sentence. But anyway, they are going to, according to the EFCC's lawyers, they're going to eventually release him, but they are yet to release him, and his lawyers are complaining that the court should hold them in contempt of court, but for not obeying the order directly to release him unconditionally. Okay, any story in Vanguard?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who has
Mr. Ibu? Who took Mr. Ibu?
I took it.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that what you have?
No.
Okay.
Let's take it.
Yes, so let me take that story.
I can take mine while you're looking for it. So I don't know if we remember the rec in Adamawa State, Barrister Hudu Yunusa Ari, during the elections. Was it last year or earlier this year already?
Yeah.
No, not Matawale.
Elections.
Yes. So remember, in Adamawa State, we had a situation where a wrong candidate was falsely announced as the winner of the election, and that particular rec, Barrister Hudu Yunusa Ari, he was arrested, and then bail was paid on him, and he was supposed to also bring a surety. They said he and his surety are on the run. They have not come before the Electoral
Commission.
Tribunal to address their issues. And so the government is, I guess, they're looking for them who are, they're not showing up to court, and that's what they've just put out, and then they're reminding us of what it is that he had done. And we have the police who have also confirmed that this is the case, and you cannot, he's in hiding. The surety is also in hiding.
Now wow.
Okay.
So I have the Mr. Ibu story, and a new statement from the family of the actor John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu, has shown that one of his legs has finally been amputated to keep him alive. Now, they said from October, we had the news that Mr. Ibu was ill and he needed financial assistance to aid his treatment, which was advertised on social media. And according to the story, it said in his page yesterday, it was revealed that he had undergone 7 successful surgeries, including the amputation of his leg, in a bid to keep him alive. So I just want to read a bit of the statement. It said, "Good afternoon, Nigerians. We want to appreciate everyone who has come through for our dad. Saying we are grateful is an understatement, and only the good Lord can thank you enough for the help you've given. As at 1 p.m. noon today, Daddy had gone through 7 successful surgeries, but to keep him alive and increase his chances of recovery, one of his legs had to be amputated. This development had been hard on us all, but we've had to accept it as his new reality to keep him alive." So they are still soliciting for support from well-meaning Nigerians so that he can, sort of complete his
talented actor.
I'm telling you, it's painful.
I love that guy so much, honestly. It's so sad. I wish I was a rich person. Anyway, I was going to take the bandits that killed Boko Haram that killed 29 in Katsina and in Borno as well. They attacked a village who were celebrating their Molud. They came, surrounded the village and started to
Spray bullets.
Yes, thank you, Jerry. And they killed like 20.
Yeah, about 20.
And kidnapped a lot. They don't even know how many people were kidnapped. The injured ones were taken to the hospital. 2 later died. And most of them were rice farmers, which is, I think, very... And this is what we are talking about. The farms are not protected.
Yeah.
And the farmers, this is part of what we need.
Yeah.
For economy.
Yes.
How many farms can you protect? How many farms do you have? That's deploying. So I'm just wondering how
We
many.
will soon buy rice.
Because our
100,000
we have
bags.
the total police in Nigeria. It's not up to 500,000. I hope you know that.
They should employ more people.
So
It's not up to 500,000.
It's not up to 500,000 now.
How many are they sending?
Are they sending for
As at the
politics?
last time I
7,000.
checked, it was 350.
Well, 3 years less than 5. It's like,
And
I'm
they're
just being
taking
conservative.
57
Way
out
less.
of them to go and do politics.
For
We are
just
not
this
ready.
weekend, just on Saturday.
Never
Exactly.
ready.
Because they are
Yeah.
stealing ballot boxes now. They won't get free and fair elections. How do
We
you
just
get free
need
and
more
fair?
police
So
officers.
you didn't also Nigerians to vote without snatching boxes. So if you do that, they don't need to send that 7,000
Exactly.
to meet you.
As well.
So it's a cycle. Nigerian Tribune.
When you start to catch the people who are snatching the ballot boxes and you start to...
Who's
and
going
you
to
go to
catch?
the,
We
and
don't
you
have
start the-
enough
it's-
personnel,
listen,
YK.
it's not the hoodlums that you catch. It
can-
is the people that
That
send
sending
the
the hoodlums.
hoodlums.
So you can make
When
an
they start to
example of
catch
them.
those ones, then
They won't send
we are
hoodlums
making
anymore.
progress. We are not making progress. You'll be catching
catch
some
small boys that
small fry.
collecting 5
And you say,
Beg.
The Nigerian Tribune.
But that's not the
Cuba poll, 40,000 polls personnel for Kogi. Appeal court reserves judgment in Kano Guba election. Ports and Harbors Bill will promote casualization, says maritime workers. 2 killed as fire got Canadian embassy in Abuja. Obi carpet Supreme Court, INEC over 2023 election. Presidency APC kicks. US travel advisories causing needless panic. Nigeria is safe, says federal government. Court finds NYSC 5 million naira confirms and bars NYSC certificate authentic. And Oyo workers to get 25,000 naira wage award for 6 months. Okay? The Federal High Court in Abuja on Monday dismissed the allegations of forgery of a discharge certificate brought against the Enugu State Governor, Barrister Peter Mba, by the NYSC. The trial judge, Justice Nyang Eko, threw away the allegations following the inability of the court to prove and defend the allegations required by law. The statement, the judge was saying that he gave the judgment by the governor against the NYSC, imposed a fine of 5 million naira on NYSC to be paid jointly to the plaintiff for suppressing facts and conspiring against him in the allegations. The court held that with the unchallenged evidence of the plaintiff on how the discharge certificate was issued to him in 2003 by NYSC after serving in a law firm in Lagos, and the inability of the court to come up with a counter evidence to prove otherwise. It was crystal clear that the plaintiff served the mandatory 1-year service.
How did they make that mistake? Was it a mistake? Did they deliberately accuse him of
sure they
forging?
just-
We don't know.
You know how, have you seen how they keep their files, all these government agencies?
All right, they're going digital now, YK. Some of them are going digital. Let's not assume. Any story in
we have heard.
Tribune? We're done?
I have one story in
Telegraph?
Yeah.
Okay, our final paper for this morning, New Telegraph. Let's find a story we've not taken. UNTH resident doctor escapes from abductors. NPC to eliminate age declaration launches e-birth registration. Oh, I think I should read that story. EFCC fails to produce Emefiele in court, gets November 8th date. NLC says Imo CP's redeployment not enough to stop planned strike. Mohbad's death court grants Naira Marley Sam Larry 20 million naira bail.
What?
And court declares Mba's certificate authentic, fines NYSC 5 million naira. Okay, which story?
Yes, so the resident doctor attached to the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, UNS, Ituku Ozala, Enugu State, Dr. Orokara, escaped from his captives on Monday. So he was, kidnapped, and the bandits had kept him in a place. By the time they spoke to his wife to give sort of pay ransom, the wife agreed. And so in excitement, the bandits stepped out to go and have fun. So they drank, they weeded. By the time they came back, they dozed off, deep sleep. Omo carrying slippers, and he ran. They got to a junction in Enugu State, called his family, they called the enemy chairman, they organized and picked him up by midnight. And so he, was saved from that. And, I was wondering how they have not collected the money. They just heard that the money will be paid. It was just God that helped this man. And so the enemy chairman was complaining that they've been kidnapping a lot of medical doctors. They just see them as, we can chop from this place and their lives have been at risk.
Okay, what will be a good ending? We hope that the police is able to trace and find those kidnappers.
That is all we can take on Front Page Review. When we come back, move on to our next segment. Stay with us. We'll be right back.